Todd. And PFL right now is doing this great epic tournament format, and it's working out extremely well so far, in my opinion. And allowing elbows and all that good stuff. But also, yeah, this isn't. There's no record padding going on here, Todd. There's no, they're not carefully matchmaking like some other promotions do. This is you are and the further it gets, like you said, and I know people complain about decisions. Decisions aren't bad. That decisions, can some decisions be bad? Sure, but here's the thing: both Jason Jackson and Thad Gene are epic elite fighters. These guys are hard to finish. These guys know the rigors of MMA. This is why they're at the top of their game. So it's expected why it would go all 3 rounds. Not that's how MMA is. This is these aren't 1-5 guys taking on a 10-0 guy and there's a finish in 30 seconds. This is a product of how good the guys are. Now, I know some people want a finish and I get that, but when you have guys that are that good, they're just hard to finish. That's just how it is, man.
Yeah, I don't care about finishes, and as we get to Logan Storley, I'll kind of talk about that more. But finish to me is just a way to win a fight. That's it.
Yeah, and also, some people just are lucky to get finishes. Um, sometimes a finish doesn't even mean anything. I'll always point to Sarah McMahon versus Ronda Rousey, where Ronda Rousey finished Sarah McMahon, but it shouldn't have been a finish, and a lot of people agree with that. Um, and yeah, this is it's just it. You shouldn't interpret a decision as a boring match. A decision does not mean a bad fight. Some of the greatest fights have gone the full distance. Some fights have only lasted 1 round. Joe Lozon, who would yeah, Joe Lozon, who would always have like the best fight of night in just round one. And then you have people, who will, can have 3 round. Robbie Lawler could go 3 rounds, 5 rounds, and have an exciting fight all the time. So I think also the reason why people are turning on decisions is because people like to parlay their bets. I think like a lot of this whole people this whole changing of the guard of MMA, what used to be accepted, what used to be not accepted, is all because of betting. I feel like I know I'm gonna ruffle some feathers, but I think betting is ruining a lot of sports in general and taking a lot of fun and a lot of uh, things that we should not be critical of, uh, especially in MMA.
Yeah, John Fitch said that in my interview with him. He
Hmm.
said,